And I would say that I have a few unique circumstances in my life that really drew me toward a career in engineering that maybe is a little bit different. I am a first-generation American. My parents immigrated to the United States in the 1960s, and I grew up in an environment learning from my grandparents and my parents the importance of education and acquiring skills that are not just book smarts, but understanding the world around you. And when you come from a history of not having maybe a lot of material goods that you can travel with because you're an immigrant, the things that you can carry in your brain are the most important that you can have with you, because you don't need a piece of luggage to carry them around. And so I'm immensely grateful to the community that I grew up in and the family that I grew up in to teach me the importance of that. So with that, I had a global view on what I wanted to do with my life, and the first thing that I thought was important was understanding engineering, because it's a transportable skill that can be applied anywhere on the globe. And so for that reason, I think that's sort of the underlying foundation of the area of practice that I went into from the perspective of engineering. But I'm a civil engineer, and civil engineering is one of the many disciplines of engineering, and my background is in water resources and hydrology. And that particular field, to me, I became very passionate about that as a technical subject, because we drink water every day. We need water in our homes for our daily life. And in fact, water is an ingredient to agriculture, to industry, to basically everything on earth. We need it as a tool. And at the same time, we also have to deal with it as a potential hazard, both from the perspective of too much water in the form of floods or big storms, or too little in the form of drought. And so kind of the synergy of all these different things for me was a main driver for why I chose this as my area of study and why I've chosen this as my area of work. And I feel just immensely grateful that I was able to encounter something that I almost found by accident as I was studying as a student in engineering.
I remember when I was growing up, I just always loved math. In grade school, in the 3rd grade, I wrote in big letters on the front of one of my school folders, "I love math." Such a nerd. But that tendency and love for math and science, especially physics, continued to grow through middle school and into high school. It was in high school that I was introduced to engineering by attending engineering open houses at the University of Illinois. I was always amazed at just the wide variety of things that engineers could do. There were exhibits on fluid mechanics, robotics, automotive, civil structural. There was just so much there. I never had time to look at everything I wanted to see. So it was a natural progression for me to go ahead and pursue engineering in college. Just with the wide variety of opportunities that an engineering degree could present, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I knew that with an engineering degree, I'd be able to find my niche.